Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, whatever time of day this video finds you. It's boy Jay here, and today, now that all the weapon showcases have been shown, I want to open up the forum and have another crazy comment section and ask you guys, how are we all feeling about what was shown with the weapon showcases, right? And I wanted to get this out before we got the new trailer, because the new trailer could just show up and recontextualize all of the trailers that we saw, right? Like, they could show up and say, yo, styles are coming back, and these trailers were in this style, these trailers were in this style. So I wanted to get out ahead of it and kind of make this video and ask you guys and, you know, have another conversation. How are we feeling about all of the weapon showcases? And now that we've seen all of them, I also want to talk about what I think the speed of the game and what the game is gonna probably feel like, given that we've seen a lot of combat at this point now, right? So let's dive into it. Looking at all of the weapon showcases, right? I noticed a pattern. I was like, man, a lot of these weapons got some really good defensive utility, right? There's a lot of counters I'm seeing in here, right? More than I expected to see, right? Because, you know, I'm expecting Wilds to come back to a slower, more methodical, more world-like pace, but a little faster, right? So I was kind of expecting Monster Hunter World, but faster for Wilds, right? But really, I'm thinking this is gonna be a bit more like Sunbreak, but slower, right? Because I'm just thinking about it, and I touched on this after the end of the last session, the last trailer, when, you know, we reacted to the dual blades. But is a lot of weapons have a lot of counters, so that means the monsters will have tools that may be kind of unfair in a game with less counters, right? And then there's also another phenomenon that I see, is that a lot of weapons are going to be able to be a bit more mobile this time around, right? And I think the Sword and Shield trailer captures that the best, where while he's doing the sword combo, you can see the hunter kind of sidestepping and micro adjusting, right? And I think I saw Hammer do a little micro adjustment. I think I saw like Lance also has a really good micro adjustment in between pokes. You're allowed to take a step in either direction and really keep the damage on, you know what I mean? So with all of us having these tools, what the monster's gonna have, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, if you take something like a Risen Shigaru Magala and just drop it in world as it is, damn, that's gonna be kind of unfair. Like, there's just so much going on, it's gonna be hard to deal with, because the hunter back then in Monster Hunter World had less tools to deal with that kind of stuff. So Risen Shigaru Magala fits well in Sunbreak. Why? Because we got wire bugs, we got added mobility, we got counters, we got these silkbind arts where we can maneuver around the craziness that is, you know, Risen Shigaru Magala, and that can only exist at the high level of Sunbreak, because the hunter has the tools to deal with it, right? So applying this to Monster Hunter Wilds, I'm looking at all of these counters, I'm looking at all these micro adjustments, I'm looking at all of these perfect block opportunities to, you know, push out more damage as the monster aggresses on you. And I'm like, hold on, this game might end up more like Sunbreak than I originally thought it was going to. And I also want to, you know, hit the comments down below, let me know how you think about that, right? Because if Monster Hunter World is 0 and Sunbreak is 100, I'm looking at it like Wilds may end up around maybe like 60 to 75, right? And not just like a dead, you know, 50-50 in between as far as game speed is concerned, right? Because I could see at the upper levels of play, you know, deep high rank before the expansion comes out, because like Master Rank is going to come with something. Master Rank is going to come with some sort of like extra gimmick, extra thing on top that is unfathomable to most of us right now, because hell, the base game ain't even out in our hands. So it's going to come with something else, and you know, that level of play is going to end up quite fast, because looking at these tools that we have in this base game, hey, it's looking like we're going to have a good time, right? Now, I really enjoyed Sunbreak. I enjoyed the speed of it, but I was like, man, this is a little too fast. So I'm thinking this is a sweet spot. This is gonna be nice. But I know that there are hunters out there that are gonna be like, man, I don't know, man. All these counters, all these perfect blocks, micro adjustments. This game might end up faster than I want, and there's less commitment with the attacks, right? I mean, hell, we saw it with the focus mode trailer with the greatsword, which is a marquee, very committal attack. You start charging, you're gonna swing right ahead of you, right? Not true anymore. Focus mode, you can spin that joint around and still hit your target, right? So I feel like there's gonna be maybe an emphasis on there's less commitment. So maybe the HP values will be higher because they know we're gonna be able to hit more often because we're not gonna miss as much because focus mode. Also, the monsters could end up with more aggressive tracking. I'm not talking about like Elden Ring level of tracking. I think that would be miserable. But with the ability to make the micro adjustments and the fact that, you know, a lot of weapons can counter, so what if the monsters are better at hitting you? Get good and counter could be the type of mindset that they have when making these monsters. So yeah, that's gonna be about it for this video. Short video. The real content's gonna be you guys in the comment section laying down how you feel. I'll do my best to reply to all the comments. We're getting to a point where your boy can't keep up with it, which is a blessing and a curse, man. It's a bittersweet day when I can't keep up with all the comments that come flying in, but hey, let's have these discussions. Let's talk, man. That's part of why I make these videos. So yes, hit in the comments how you feel about this. Do you think you're gonna like the faster gameplay, especially given all the tools that the hunter has this go around now that we've seen all of the weapon trailers? And yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, people, happy hunting. Peace.